So I was going to skip this story because we're going to get more details on the box office on Monday. It's now Saturday when I'm in Japan, so still Friday in the US when I'm recording this, but I kind of took a look at it, and Rise of Skywalker bombed very, 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 very hard in China, so I figured it was worth a little quick video, and let's take a look. Box office Rise of Skywalker bombs in China to continue 2019's most troubling trend. What was the trend again? Something like, go right to the article. Let's go right to the article. Alright, so this is by Scott Middleton. We'll talk about him later. And right away, 5.87 million in the first 2 days. That seems bad to me. Didn't I don't know, we're not through the weekend yet, but Charlie's Angels took in like 8.7 worldwide, something like that. I don't know. This is Star Wars though, so it's looking for people like me who did not enjoy this movie, and we'll talk about that some other time, pretty soon. But the point is, it did bad. Yeah, I'm losing my thought track. Let's start reading. Following an 8.7 million gross in its first 2 days in China, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker probably won't top 20 million in the biggest overseas market on Earth. This continues the country's almost comical indifference to the franchise, and that also aligns with my comical indifference to the franchise, because I'm looking at it like a comedy basically, okay? When I see Rey do certain things now, Poe, Finn, although I kind of like Poe and Finn as characters, and I like some of them as characters, if I don't look at it as a comedy, I'm just going to get too depressed. So it's, was a comedy. The Force Awakens earned a robust 33 million on its opening day and then crashed hard for 124 million cum. Rogue One earned 69 million, while The Last Jedi earned 42.5 million. Then I think they gave it the boot, something like that, from a 28 million launch. But this Rise of Skywalker is looking bad. They go on to say here how Solo performed miserably. We all know that. That said, with a 40 million Thursday preview gross and running cum, if I'm saying that wrong, cum, apologies, I got that word wrong in a different video. Alright, no one wants to hear that. Around 101 million as the weekend starts for real today, and with a projected over-under 175 million domestic and 425 million global launch. Whether or not The Rise of Skywalker breaks out in China is about as important to Walt Disney as whether Detective Chinatown 3 breaks out in North America next year. Well, yeah, it's not like the biggest deal when you think about it, but China's a huge country, and it would be good to have China like the movie. It would be good to make a good movie and have human beings over there who I think still have pretty good judgment on movies on the whole like the movie. It's not like, forget China, what the hell, let's make a movie and whatever happens with China happens. You gotta try to maximize and optimize all the countries. You want this to do good everywhere. This poor performance for the final Skywalker Star Wars movie cements a trend over the last 18 months where, with one big exception, the only Hollywood movies that have broken big in China have been Marvel DC superhero movies. Up until last year, there was a ceiling on non-Avengers superhero flicks. So, that's the thing. I'm not the biggest Marvel fan, but I like Marvel movies. They're just somewhere like in the middle for me. If it's good, it's good. If it's, kind of politically orientated or has like messages I don't want to see, I don't see it. No big deal. But if it's good, it's good. So the point is, China probably feels like me about Marvel. Like, superhero movies, this and that. Okay, we'll see if it's good kind of thing. So the good ones did good over there. And those resonate with kids, I think, around the world. All the kids around the world love superheroes. In Japan here, all the kids love superheroes, but not so many Star Wars or Matrix or those other franchises that American kids like or American teens like. But superheroes, I think, are just more universal, more internationally famous, so I think they do a little bit better. Anyway, I'm doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like that. Yeah, I'm in my kitchen, because why not? I'm in my kitchen. If anyone really wants to know, that's the deal. Alright, so I'm going to link a video at the end of this video. You check it out. It's going to be about Kathleen Kennedy, Star Wars, something like that, because that's what we're doing this month, basically. I'm going to do a Japan vlog when I can, probably next week, because the Star Wars stuff has got to be getting overwhelming. But I'm not sick of it. I'm ready to talk about it. There's so much to talk about, so going to keep going on Star Wars for a little while. See you next time.